Yo, and we are live. Yo, come one, come all. Let me just rearrange that a little bit. Sorry. Yo, come one, come all. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today. Bring you guys and girls to love. Yo, Birdo, good morning. Yo, Young, good morning. Yo, Charles, good morning. And to old mate, the moon haunts me. Yes, it does. The moon always haunts me. We are here today bringing you guys and girls One Piece, chapter 1137. Now, I do apologize because rumor has it that this is a damn good chapter, right? But I have a shit ton of stuff on today, so I can't live stream for a long time, which is very unfortunate. Sometimes I just cop the short end of the straw like this. So, we're going to be getting into the greatness that is chapter 1137. We're going to be going through. I'm going to be giving you guys as much time as I possibly can, but this stream, this live, is probably only going to go for a little bit more than 30 minutes. I do apologize in advance, but it is what it is. Also, got my morning drink here. I've literally just rolled out of bed, dived straight over to this live before my day starts. Ooh. Charles is upset that Burbo got in front of him. It's alright. It's alright, man. Alright. So, picking up here, we have Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 23, infiltrating the mysterious hidden base. So they're obviously sneaking into Who's Who's territory. We see the cat styles on him. To be honest, I think we may have even seen some of these guys in the background of some of Who's Who's men in the fight against Jinbei, specifically Old Mate up the top left that looks like Gronk from The Emperor's New Groove. If you know, you know. Yeah, alright. Before we continue through the chapter, by the way, this is just as a sidebar. For those of you that are watching this over on TikTok, hello, like the live, share the live, comment, share the love. For those of you that are watching this over on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this, give the video a thumbs up and all that good stuff. We're trying to hit our 500 subscriber range at the moment, so share the love. That being said, the home of the late king. So, okay, they've all gone to the castle to get the keys, so this is where the God Knights actually came from. Elbaf. Oust Castle. Is it Oust or Quest? I think that's supposed to be Oust Castle. In the 14 years since King Harold's death, no one has come near this castle. So what's going on here? The door looks like it's been busted open. What happened to the guards? What, something's wrong? It was broken from the inside. Why would intruders do that? Only one way to find out. Let's go. The key. Where's the key? The damage looks recent. Yo, Luffy's just one say. He's like, nah, I want to know where Shanks is at. Yo, when Luffy comes across evil Shanks, if Shamrock calls himself Shanks as a ploy, and all the other Straw Hats who have never met Shanks fall for it, and Luffy's the only one that like, no, that's not the real Shanks. That'd be funny, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, wait, this is unnerving. This place is huge. I can barely see the ceiling. This is way too vast to be walkable. Hey, Rodo. Know where the keys? No, I'm just a run-of-the-mill guy. I've never even been in here before. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Yeah, Nami's just like, yeah, I'm catching a lift with you, bro. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing my 10,000 steps this way. Really, Namitasu? Agreed. Now get moving. Wow. What a castle. Being here is thrilling and terrifying. Everything's falling to pieces. Is this the intruder's handiwork? No, this battle damage has been here ever since Loki killed King Harold. Okay. Okay. This took some serious destructive power. Loki is a monster, and King Harold was renowned as a great warrior. The damage was inevitable. What? They're so big, huh? This is scary. Are they... Oh, yo, it's a graveyard. This place is covered with giant skeletons. The castle once had numerous guards. On that day around, 100 of them stood ready to kill Loki, but only one survived, Lord Jarl. After that tragedy happened here, coming to this site was forbidden. It's a den of vengeful spirits. Hey guys, look over here! This skull is enormous. Okay, so Luffy found an Oni skull, so there's Oni skulls in there too, not just the helmets. It's also got horns. I wonder if he knew oars. These belonged to someone with ancient giant warrior blood. There are no longer any pure-blooded members of that clan, but their blood still flows in some of us, like King Harold, who is larger and stronger than most. Ooh, look above you, how nostalgic. That's a portrait of King Harold. Oh, okay. Carry on. I owe you an apology. You're right, it was a portrait. From last live, I was like, oh, yep, no, it looks like there's Conqueror's Haki here, and, no, it's a portrait. It was just a close-up on a portrait. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Every now and then, I'll be wrong, right? It's fair. It's alright. I won't take it personal. That's a portrait of King Harold, the man who tried to form peaceful bonds with the outside world. Said to be Elbaf's strongest king. He sure looks strong. Honestly, he's got that Kaido and oven beard. Is Kaido? Because he's got the horns? Half ancient giant? Is that what the Onis are? Those scars on his head mark where his ancient giant horns were. So he's done the Hellboy. Before he ripped them out, he believed the ancient giants were relics from a war-torn era. And that's the same image there that they showed of the ancient giants on Punk Hazard that were tearing through the place. And remember, there were skulls of giant like there were like numbers sized giant corpses there. He had horns? What conviction. After the king's death, the country fell into despair. Sadly, the one with the biggest grudge against Loki was naturally King Harold's other son, Hadruden. Wow, seriously? He's Loki's brother? They have different mothers. Before marrying the queen, Hadruden was born to a different woman. However, Elbaf would never have recognized Hadruden's mother as its queen in any case. Oh. That actually is sad. So Harold loved the queen, had Hadruden, based on their customs and regulations. He had to leave her and marry another woman that maybe he didn't love. And Loki's a product of a loveless marriage on some Voldemort shit. However, Elbaf would never have recognized Hadruden's mother as its queen in any case. Why? She was born in a different country. What does that matter? They were both giants. Man, giants can be bigots, bro. They were both giants. But you can't talk when you humans kill each other all the time over land. I suppose. Wow. They say having children with a giant from another land taints the blood of Elbaf. Fucking Nami. Stole the words right out of my mouth. Seems giants can be just as bigoted as anyone else. Not everyone's as pure as you, Namitaso. Don't suck up to me, you trash. Huh? New World, the painting, it was a 50-50. Hey, look, I don't feel any strong feelings about it. I said, like, if it's a painting, it's a painting. We'll find out soon enough, right? And we found out soon enough. I was just saying, like, the way it was zoomed in, it didn't seem like it was just a portrait. It seemed like it was him. Because, obviously, you had the shawl sort of curtain effect going across it that didn't look like traditional shading in One Piece. So, because it didn't go across the whole of everything. There was stuff that it wasn't covering. So, it seemed like it was a shawl and that it was actually him standing there and that was the background. But either way, you can see the throne there in the background too. The little seat, right? Whoa. Wait, how far back did I go? I'm down here. Why join Hudron's crew if you think he has tainted blood? Well, you're such a creepy nerd, Rodo. This is amazing. You can draw sea charts? You gotta show me how. Let's be friends, huh? Friends? So he was actually... It's just because Hudron's a kind dude. I like that. I like that a lot. Damn. Okay. I knew we were delving into the Giants here. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I would actually, rock with Hudron that hard. But look, the 10,000 ton right hook of doom, respectable. I gotta give him. He's got one of the best strength lifting feats in all of One Piece. By all means, I give him props. His character, I don't know if I was ever gonna give him much props as a character, considering I saw this man get love tapped by Gear 2 and eat dirt, and the way he bullied Moosey. I still don't know if I've forgiven him for that animal cruelty, man. Moosey was my goat. But, okay, he seems kind. He was always so earnest and straightforward, unlike me. He never lived in the castle growing up. His father may have been king, but his mother was ostracized. He enjoyed a lot and still said this. One day, I'm going to unite all the giant tribes. I'm going to be king of the giants. Yo, why is this hitting me so hard? He just like Luffy, for real. Facts, I never thought I would care this much about a character besides being a part of the alliance. I'm going to be for real. I love Bartolomeo. I'm going to be for real. Cavendish, I think, is the most underrated member of the Grand Fleet. I'm going to be for real. I like Don Sign Baby 5. I'm also going to be for real. I don't really care for Leo all that much. I didn't care. Hudron sort of sat in that middle zone. Didn't really, have too strong of a feeling for or against. I was just like, he's a giant. He's been one-tapped. He is what he is, right? I don't really give much of a crap about Olympus, right? And at least Idio and Bluegilly, I'm kind of like, you may have an interesting story there with the race relations, considering you've both grifted the long arms and the long legs. You know what I mean? There's potential there for the Grand Fleet to have an interesting story. I just wasn't expecting any story from them to be real. They were just kind of like, yo, we followed the big dog. Yeah, that's it. Damn, I feel like we're getting a W here. I need to see current Cabbage. Bro, we need some more Cabbage love. We need more Cabbage love. I only cared about Barto and Cavendish, to be honest. To be honest, I don't take that away from you. I liked Sai, because low-key, Sai had... Okay. Barto had the best defensive feat. Cavendish had the best skills and speed feats. And Sai had the best offensive feat. Those were the three top dogs for the Grand Fleet for me, and I don't think any one was above the other. And if I was to say one was above the other, to be completely honest, I would go Cavendish, Sai, Barto. But whatever. I'm gonna be the king of the giants. Woo! I know you're the man that can do it, Hazruden. I want to make his dream a reality. So, dude, you're really the Usopp of the crew. Even though you do the Nami stuff, you're the Usopp of the crew. That kind of boring motivation is nothing new to me. Hey, this way. I found some knocked out giants. Realm of the... Oh! Straw hats ready, lads. We over to some God Knight action here. I see some long legs. Realm of the Dead. Do you finally understand? Oh, and Loki has been trotted on. This is only because I can't move from this spot. The result would be the same even if you could. You commoner. We are offering you a chance at divinity. Most die squirming in vain, just for the slightest chance to attain such an honor. These boots were made for walking, and that's what they're gonna do. 'Cause one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. So, are these boots tech-based? Or is this just a really awkward upshot? Because she's grown in size there. Oh yeah, she's definitely grown in size. She's matching his height. Or has she wrapped herself? Because those boots don't look the same. One boot looks normal. The other boot's got the wrappings going around it right now. And we see this vector arrow shoot out. This devil's tail spews out a fire. So it starts black. As it leaves the fire, it goes to white. Crap. The white wraps around, and we see two whites. This again. So one comes around as a left hook. One comes up as like an uppercut or an underhit. So you're going to let loose a full speed kick to the right side of my face. Huh. It'll turn me sideways. Then you'll uppercut me. Thanks for giving me notice. These arrows show the trajectory of my future. The outcome is unavoidable. Only I can stop it before it happens. Just say the word, Loki. Will you join God's knights? And she's walking on the trajectory. Okay, so she really does set up these sort of vector points, these trajectory points, right? I dare say what happens is, it's kind of like what happens with Kizaru's Yada Mirror, where you launch the thing first, and it sits there. Now, when something gets into the path of that attack, or if you've aimed it at someone and they're not fast enough to avoid it, once they're in the path of that attack, you can essentially blitz down your preset area. And you see broken vector lines on the face where she's made impact. The black flames under her boots. You didn't notice the black flames under her boots? If you go up here, there's fire coming out from her feet. Like, it looks more like what was happening with the, with those summoning circles, but it disappears after the vectors started then. Just say the word, Loki. Will you join God's knights? I refuse, you fool! And we see her slide through with a hefty left kick, spinning around and coming with a... Oh, and her arm grows to match the size. So she increases in size, hits with a mad uppercut, and the bears drop. So all the animals are like still pinned and on the verge of death here too. Damn it, you'll pay for this. And she sets up a heap of trajectories. No, I meant that's the reason they're there. As in the black fire, the trajectory. Yeah, it's possible she's like borrowing Im's power, but we don't see it in every other example. It's just in that first example by the looks of it. So she untwines some more. I want to know what the difference is between the white and the black vectors are. So she unwinds a bunch of vectors, aims them at Loki, said, "Stop, enough already. Well, will you become a god's knight?" And he pokes out his tongue, and she thrashes him. Meanwhile, we get shunks. We get stabs. Oh, we get Buggy Sama with the red hair sitting there just watching her. It's all right, Gunko. Ooh. Wait, no. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a name box. Oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I don't want to scroll down. He looks so good. For a God Knight, for how odd the God Knight's designs are. He looks good. Okay. Where is it? Hang on. I gotta do something here. I got Griffin. I got my Griffin here. Right, it looks like he's got his too. Okay. Black vectors are just armament infused. I don't think so, because it's not the vectors that do damage. It's her that does the damage. She uses the vectors to show the path that she's going to take. But it seems like when she activates her abilities, she's forcibly launched through those paths. Let's. Okay, I'm not all the way down yet. I haven't seen his name. I wanna go through the dialogue to get to the name. Let's change our tact. Contact Marijois. Not every piece ends up being useful. I wanted to go about this more shrewdly, but I guess not. Huh. Not yielding even if it means death? Do we chalk it up to his faith? Oh wait, that's the end of the chapter 2? No! No! Why do you end it here? Captain of the God Knights. World Noble. Figurland Shamrock. Son of the elder Figurland Garling. Shamrock. His name's Shamrock. So he's Scottish! Oh, he's Scottish! Oh, that makes sense! That makes some damn good sense. Because if Shanks is Spanish, Mihawk's French, he's Scottish. Scottish, how did I figure? Shamrock, the name's Shamrock. So Shamrock is like another name for a clover, right? It's sorry, okay. Before I finish reading the chapter, Reaper. Okay, hear me out here. Okay, first things first, right? I'm not a religious person. I'm just aware of a lot of things in religion, and I'm also hyper aware of a lot of religious connotations in One Piece. And to be completely honest, because they do it for all these different religions, I think it makes the story heightened. I absolutely fucking love it, right? Shamrock comes from St. Patrick. Ooh, not from St. Patrick, but it's most well associated in religion with St. Patrick, right? It's how St. Patrick was used to describe the Holy Spirit. So, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? Him being named Shamrock with red hair, like, I hate to do this, right? The typical look of the Scottish people, red and green, bro, they're gingers. They're gingers through and through, right? But from a religious standpoint, that actually sits way better with the motif. Because hear me out here. Shanks is based on the Spanish. Mihawk is based on the French. Figurland Shamrock is Scottish. Because based on the Shamrock and the Order of Divinity there being the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, right? Well, his father, Garling, right? The Son could be either representing Shamrock himself or Shanks, right? And the Holy Ghost represents either or him himself, right? But it's actually the other part of it that makes more sense apart from the name. The name gives a link to Scotland. Once you realise the link to Scotland, the French and the Scottish, right, have one of the longest trade deals for war in history. Well, guess what? Mihawk was a warlord for the fucking Celestial Dragons, for the world government, right? He's unironically a French ally of the Scottish. On the flip side, the French and the Scottish, the French and the Spanish were always at war, but neither side really won. That's the relationship between Shanks and Mihawk. But on the flip side, there has been times where the Scottish, despite them not being seeing eye to eye, there are times where the Scottish and the Spanish, right, have allied together in the sense of being like familiar with family, where some of the largest amounts of volunteers for the Spanish Inquisition were Scottish. I thought Mihawk showed Spanish conquisitor motifs. Can you elaborate on both Mihawk and Shanks? So, okay, Shanks has that really aloof Spaniard vibe, right? The white open shirt, right? The little bit more of the tan skin, the free aloof nature, and the style of sword he uses is more entwined with the Spanish, right? Hang on, I'll see if I can find a visual cue for you here. Hold up. Sorry. Ooh, there we go. I'll bring it over here for a second. Shanks Spanish. Alrighty. And I think they even talked about this in one of the questions of... I could be misremembering. But in one of the questions of if Shanks was from the real world. But I could be just misremembering that, right? Because Mihawk definitely has that French setup, right? Like that French... more elaborate design in the clothing and stuff like that. The elegance, the wines, even his sword. Mihawk's fighting style, despite being with that heavy cross sword, which again, it's all of it is all three of them, right, take place in holy wars and this, that, and the other. Mihawk's fighting style is actually more like fencing, right? Even though he does big swings from time to time, when you actually see him fighting, like when he fights Zoro in chapter 50, right, he's fencing with the butter knife. When we see him when he's not clashing against a certain sword style and just blocking it, right, when he's left to himself, he perches himself up and then he like fences essentially. Whereas with Shanks comes in a more aggressive sort of style, but the actual like visual aesthetics of him is more Spanish. Hold up. I can't find anything good to show this right now. Because he does have relations to Scottish in that. Because we also have like Eustace Kid, like for Kid's sake, right? Kid is Scottish. Kid is confirmed to be Scottish, which shit. Maybe Kid's a bastard kid of the Figolin bloodline himself, right? Maybe he's Bonnie's half brother or some craziness. I can see that. It's all good, brother. Yeah. I don't have the visuals sort of on hand to sort of show it, but like the point I'm more meaning, right? If you're actually looking at them, they fit. All three of them fit those motifs, but all three of them as well, right? Because the Spanish, the French, and the Scottish all linked together on so many other things. Like if you look up right now, Shamrock, right? Probably the only thing that's going to pop up is stuff about St. Patrick, to be honest. Yeah, Kid was apparent, a ginger through and through. Yo, 100%. Aggro as all could be. But this guy, he's he's crazy, man. This guy seems like, with the braid, I think he's got a braid there. He seems like one of those sophisticated Scottish men. God's Knight Gunko, arrow fruit. Okay. Captain of the God Knights, World Noble. Gunko isn't listed as a World Noble. I think Gunko might be a cyborg. Perhaps she was enlisted. hear me out. Her arms and stuff are growing. I think she may be a cyborg that was force-fed the arrow fruit. Like, more along the lines of Kuma. With nanotech, maybe. Because I don't see the arrows increasing the size of her body. Unless it's just that she's wrapping herself in layers of the arrows to thicken it up, but... Like, she's just blatantly been changing size in that, but only with the armor pieces that are on her. It's possible it's nanotech. Yo, not gonna lie, if it wasn't for... the only part I don't like about Shamrock's design right now is the leg pieces. I just always find those high-waisted armor pieces... Not high-waisted, sorry. Those high-thighed armor pieces a little bit stupid. But at the same point in time, that is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm assuming the arrows allow her to have a short hit. Yeah. Okay, I haven't even finished reading this. Long ago, the savage warriors of Elbaf dominated the New World. The world government will bring them to heel no matter what. Gods and knights have mobilized. Ending this with Gods and knights have mobilized says to me... Oh, wait, hold up. No. There's no break. No. When does the Year of the Dragon end? January 28th. This chapter officially drops on the end of the Year of the Dragon. I was hoping Dragon was going to make some moves in the Year of the Dragon in the Zodiac. But think about this. Dragon. The last time we saw Dragon, his words were, "Our real fight begins when Gods and Knights mobilize." Gods and Knights mobilize. Technically, the official release is the last day of the Year of the Dragon. That's cool. That actually takes some effort. Having them unironically end the Year of the Dragon with the God Knights mobilizing. That's a strong motif there. That's also something that you're only going to get reading the official week to week. You better do something soon, lol. If they have mobilized and they're on Elbaf, and he, especially captain of the God Knights, is on Elbaf, and he gets wind of this, because remember, we also have Vegapunk here. I am not... Oh... I don't like the way guys, I don't like the way my brain works. I don't like the way my brain works. What if the Revolutionary Army mobilizes on Elbaf? Or... they mobilize on Marijua because they know the captain of the God Knights is at Elbaf. What if they make a Hail Mary? You know, they come in out of nowhere. Oh, okay, this was a damn good chapter. I don't have enough time to talk about it though. I want to talk about this more. I'm going to have to go live again later. There was so much in this chapter. There is so much to talk about, so much to break down, so much to continue through. I need to do a little bit more research on some other stuff. And Reaper, I'll make you some visuals for the whole... Scottish thing. Although Shamrock, having the name about that... Shanks... and... I'm not gonna lie. It makes me question whether or not Shanks was actually the baby's real name. like, I don't like saying dumb. What if they had a name tag on Baby Shanks? And Roger and that didn't name him. They just found out that his name was actually Shanks. And his name is actually Figurlin Shanks and Figurlin Shamrock. And he actually doesn't have some other unknown name. Also, Shanks and Shanks and Dofi are officially two of the most wanted people in the world and the Celestial Dragons. I know he might view him as too weak. I kind of want them to free Dofi to ask Dofi to join the God Knights. Give the Don Quixote family a chance at redemption. Because, I mean... Okay. I'm going to end this live here. Yo, thank you guys and girls for coming through. This has me damn hype and damn excited. I'm a little stunned for words here. I'm not going to lie. Getting his name revealed, I wasn't expecting it, but I also wasn't expecting the chapter to just end on the name reveal. This felt like an incredibly short chapter. How many pages does it sing? Oh my god, it was a lot longer than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 pages. It was a short chapter. Okay. This was like good 7, 8 pages shorter than a normal One Piece chapter. That had me heartbroken. I'm going to break down a lot more stuff on this. You're going to see a bunch more short-term videos of me talking about this over on TikTok. But for everyone, again, if you haven't done so already, you know what to do. You know what is appreciated. You know what is expected at this point in time. Share the love of One Piece. Share the love of anime and manga in general. Share the love for the channel. If you're watching this over on TikTok, go check me out over on YouTube. If you're watching this over on YouTube, go check me out over on TikTok. In both, there is a link in my bio. There is a link in my description. There is a link on my accounts, wherever you want to click on, right? It'll take you to my Twitter, my Twitch, my Discord, where you can join and talk anything anime and manga related, and my YouTube and my TikTok. So be sure to share the love over there. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers over on YouTube. We're trying to go for 2,000 over on TikTok, but I don't really talk about that over on TikTok because I don't really care as much about trying to get the TikTok followers up as I am trying to get out interesting and entertaining content over there. So, thank you, Marty McFly. Love you all. Until the next chapter of One Piece, or until the next video of mine you watch, whatever it is you're here for, thank you guys and girls for coming through. I couldn't do it without you. Nothing but love, nothing but respect, peace. Have a damn good day. And we finally get his name, Figurlin Shamrock. We can't call him... Oh, I didn't even realize... Oh, last thing. I didn't even realize. Dude, he's got braids. Meaning Shanks is still the rat that showed up to Marishwa. Because you would have seen the braids. Shanks is still in the line of fire for the rat allegations. The agenda continues. Yes. Oh, I'm ending that on that. Perfect. Love yous all.